everybody. So I'm here to review the BTS Big Hit Weverse and Weply app. Off to my right, had to double check that for a second. Off to my right, you're going to see the screen recording that I'm currently doing as I'm recording this. So with that being said, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is open up my folder where it says socializing, because I'm a nerd and I like to organize things. So you see right at the top, there's Weverse. I'm going to click that, open it. First step is always download the app, sign up. It's easy. Just log in with your Gmail or whatever. Anyway, so when it pops up, you're going to see, welcome back, more artists coming soon. And the first one that pops up, of course, is BTS. But if you swipe left, you'll see TXT. And look, GFriend is now part of Big Hit. Then it says more artists coming soon. And if you keep going to the left, Bring the Soul docuseries coming August 27th. Yeah, same day as the VMAs. Shade. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to go back to the BTS part. Alright, I'm going to select BTS. And you'll see that the word feed is highlighted in green right under BTS. Okay, and on the top of the screen, it'll say BTS. I'll have a little arrow pointing down. And it'll say join another Weverse. And you can do TXT, GFriend, whatever. I'm just going to close that. You'll also see little icons of the boys together. That doesn't really do anything. But up at the top here, there's top right, there's three little dots. We all know that that's a new menu. Open that up. So you can change your BTS Weverse nickname, view the announcements, notifications, or leave the Weverse. I don't choose to do that right now. Alright, so you are actually on your home page, your feed. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. So you're actually on your feed, and in your feed is really just armies, like all their posts to the guys. It's all posts to you as, you know, as another army. There's a lot of really good stuff here. A lot of people do a lot of fan art, which I've seen. All of a sudden, like, everybody's decorating their army bombs. Some of them are amazing. Okay. All right. But you can see there's a bunch of, you know, some people reposted stuff from Twitter like you can see here, Jimin and J-Hope, they posted on Twitter, I think it was last night, U.S. time, morning, Korea time, I don't remember. Anyway, so, you know, you can see all that. Really cool. And then if you just, again, go back to where it says feed, swipe left, or, well, you can just tap the word artist. And it will bring you to all the artists, meaning, you know, all of BTS. You'll see their icons right there at the top. So it has RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, Jungkook. And you can kind of move them left and right just to select one. If there's a blue ring around their face, just like on IG stories, if you select their face, it'll have a new story. So let's select RM. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So there's an old, this one is from August 9th. Okay, this is an older post that he made. And of course, it has some Hangul in the middle. Just like on IG stories where you can go ahead and put in text. They can do the same thing. But up at the top right corner, you'll notice it'll have, well, the top left will have him, the date, and the time he posted it. The top right will have a little A/ and then a little character. Tap that. And look at that. It changes over to English. Okay, so it'll highlight that A/character. Okay, and then it'll say, and of course it translates to congratulations on Taehyung-kun. Okay, well, there's our first thing. So, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to go into the translator later. But just so you know, the translator's available pretty much when the guys are not active. Okay? When they're active, forget about it. Next to that translator button, there's a little timer, you can see. And if you click it, it will show you RM's moments. And you can go through all of his moments that he's already shared. So he's shared quite a bit going back into July. Maybe, what's that? Once a week, once every couple of weeks. Okay, you can all, and as you see, it says all BTS moments. I'm going to select that. Ah, look at that, all BTS moments. So these are all pictures that every single one of the guys has shared since the launch of the app. Oh, look at Hobie. Soul Town Road. I like it. All right, so you can actually probably, let's see if we can click it. So I'm gonna open a Hobie one, okay? Because that's my boo. Okay, so I just opened up a Hobie. I can, if you look at the bottom right corner of your screen, there's a little circle with an arrow in it, and it means download. I'm gonna download it. Download complete. Okay, I'm gonna translate this. What does it say? Oh, it's a bothersome day. Oh, my poor baby, my sunshine. All right, everybody's sunshine. All right, top left corner, I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna close out all the moments and just go back. Okay, so we're back at artist, and you can see underneath their stories, you see it's highlighted in green to artist. If you select that, look at that. It's everybody who's made a post with the hashtags either to BTS, _BTS, _Namjoon, _Jin, you know. And you can see that, like this lady, this Sylvia person, she tagged all of the guys. That's it. Okay, you can, and that just kind of sorts it by hashtag. Now go below that, and you'll see the different posts, actual like posts, similar to more like Twitter, that the various members have posted. And of course, it's got the translate option on the right hand side. The 20,000 likes. Now, for some reason, there's a limit on likes. There's a 20,000 like limit, or 20,000 like and 20,000 comment limit. So if it's already reached that 20,000 limit, I don't think that your comment's going to go through. So when you see the notification, that's the time to just go in and leave your reply. But we'll get into that later. All right, so now that you've seen that, you can either touch the word media or you can swipe left, and look at that, it moves right over to media. And this is all different videos, okay? Now, if you look at the top of your screen, again, under the word media, it'll say all, or in the next oval it says for Weverse. I'll select that. These are recordings they made just for the Weverse app. Okay, they've got Army with Letter. And these are captioned. So I'm going to open up that greeting. Okay, sorry, it's loading. Hang on. Oh, there it goes. Now, if you touch the video, you can turn on your captions. English.
아미 멤버십에는 어떤 혜택이 있죠? 네, 언제든 아미 멤버십에 가입하시면요, 아미 멤버십 카드와 저희의 매력이 한가득 담겨있는 멤버십 키트를 받아보실 수 있습니다.
I'm sorry, I just had to keep going because it was Hobie. Alright, I'm going to stop it here. Alright, Cookie, I love you and your long hair. Anyway, so I'm going to move on. It's not really that important, but I can just go back. Oh, I want to go back. Hold on. Oh, let me hit the X button instead. Okay. So then you can go to MV, and it'll have all of the music videos, Bangtan Log, all of their little things. Now this only goes up to, what's it, October 4th of 2018. Kind of looks like these are old V Lives or whenever they went live. I don't know. Whatever. But I can tell you, it goes back a ways. It goes back, you can see as I scroll through, it goes back quite a ways. All right, I'm going to move on. Let me go back to the top. All right, GCF. Now, this is one of the things I'm not familiar with. I'm a relatively new ARMY. I'm only ARMY since April-ish. More like May, because after I saw them perform is when I really, really got into them. But anyway, so you can see it's got practice. I don't know. I'm not going to watch them right now, but you can watch them on your own time. And then, of course, my favorite, Eat Gin, which I wish he would do more of. How can the last one be from December of 2016? Dude, it's almost 3 years. Give me more Eat Gin. Okay. So a lot of this stuff is older. I have a feeling that that probably has more to do with getting their content off of other places, whether it's VLive, YouTube, whatever. There's probably people working on this as we speak, trying to get everything compiled into one place, specifically to keep Weverse, because they BigHit did announce that it plans to have its own platform. So don't be surprised when you see more and more updates coming through. Now there is a members only area. Again, if you swipe left or just touch that little symbol that looks like a heart only. Okay, so I have my official membership. You can see it there. I'm not going to click it because I don't want anybody to see my number. But it just gives you your digital card. And everything in this area is only for official ARMY, like the people that paid for their year. You can select all. You can sort it by album, I guess. This is a relatively new portion. I'm not going to show you too much. I don't want to get sued. All right. Let me go back to my feed. Now in the feed, let me move that out of the way. In the feed, you'll see that little green circle with the pencil in it. I think you know what that means. Click it, create a post. You can type whatever you want. You can put a link in. I just selected add URL. I'm going to cancel that. You can go into your gallery. Sorry. All right, and you can put stuff up. Now, at the very bottom, you'll see an option. It's in light gray. It says hide from artists, and there's a little check mark next to it. If you select that, it'll turn green. And that's if you have a post that, let's say you're venting your frustration, and you really don't want the members to see that. There you go. Hide from artists. Be appropriate. There are kids. I would hazard a guess to say that this particular app is geared towards the younger ARMY, because I don't see a lot of older ARMY like myself on here. Okay. Now, of course, once you type, I'm just gonna put in some random. Okay, look, it put in Henry, and then see how it goes from gray to green and says done. Then you would create your post. But I'm going to delete that. I don't want to post the word Henry. That's weird. All right. Now, I'm going to go to the bottom of my screen, and right now it's in black, and right now it's highlighted at Weverse. You can also go one over to the Discover, and in Discover you will see everything that's trending today between, what's this say, 1830 and 1900. I don't do military time. Okay, whatever. Anyway, but a lot of these posts are going to be things that the members have actually commented on, that they've seen. And you'll all, like, for example, number one is this picture of Tay switching hands with the mic. I'm going to hit the translator this time. All right, that's not actually what it says. It was actually, the real translation was something like performing magic with the microphone. I don't know. But that's one option, is the translator. But again, if you go to the top right corner in the white area, you'll see the 3 little circles next to each other. Tap that, and you'll have 2 options that pop up: report and hide post, or copy text. Click copy text. Look at that. My Google Translate pops right up. Okay. You can also just hit the copy text and put it into another translator app of your choice. I also use Papago, whatever. And if you go down, see all, so when you first go in, it'll only show you like the top comments, but you'll also have the option to see all comments. But you'll see 68,000 likes. There's Jen being a smart aleck. Now you can, again, click that C translation. Aren't you a magician? I'm going to turn it back, but down below it, again, the 3 dots, this time going downward, vertical. Copy comment. You can copy that comment again. Boom. Right into Google Translate. I'm actually pretty sure that let's say 90% sure that this translator uses Google Translate. That's how it is. All right. Anyway, so that's how you would translate and do that. Oops, I didn't want to open him up, but that's okay. Yes, any picture that you see, you can click it and it will have that download option. And that's on any post. It's on the guys' posts, it's on army posts, it's on everything. So anything that's on here, you can download it. You can then save it to your gallery, save it to Twitter, Instagram, whatever. This app is made for us to share certain things. It is not as difficult as it seems to be. I think we're all so used to certain formats that when a new format comes out like this, we have to just kind of play with it and figure it out. All right, I'm going to go back. So that's all the Discover. And the one thing I want to point out, all right, this is kind of important to me. Like, I feel it's an obligation probably as an older person who's been around the block, who understands. You'll notice that a lot of this, I know that Weverse was created to be our international army fan cafe, but international means all countries, and that includes South Korea. So you're going to see a lot of the trending stuff is all written in Korean. This is not meant as a slight against non-Korean speaking armies. It's just the language of choice of our favorite dudes. So move on with your life. Okay, I'm going to hop off my soapbox and continue. All right, so I'm going to go back to the bottom of my screen. And again, I'm going to go one over to the right. Next to the Discover, it's got a little person. And it says My. I'm going to click it. Oh, look at that. My Weverse. And you can see it, again, highlighted in green. My Weverse. I'm only in BTS. I'm not with TXT or GFriend yet. I say yet, but we'll see. Then I'm going to go to my posts. So these are everything that I've posted. So here, this is one of my favorites. Yeah, that's my life. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of people begging for cheers on their posts. Just ignore them. And if you see them doing it a lot, just report it, block it, delete it, ignore it. Don't get all up in your feelings. All right. So these are all my posts. You can see I've put some pretty silly stuff up here. You can also look at anything you may have bookmarked. Okay, so I bookmarked my birthday, where my husband got me a mint chocolate chip cake. If you're Army, you're going to get the joke. If you're not, start watching Run BTS. That's all I can tell you. Let's see. And underneath there, oh, hey, there's the ovals again. So it says posts and then artist posts. I only have one artist post that I saved so far. It's Yoongi. I love you, Yoongi. Okay. That's pretty much all that I've saved. I didn't really save anything. And then, if you go one over to notifications, you'll see that notification bell, bottom right corner. Everybody knows the notification bell. Look at that. A lot of people liked my comment earlier on something Jin had commented on. So this is pretty much everything. So if people like your comments, if Jin or Suga, if one of the members posts or they comment on someone else, it's going to pop up in your notifications. It also has the Weverse announcements. It will come straight to you. Okay? If the guys post their stories, that will pop up here in your notifications. It's pretty easy to use. Is there anything else that I think you need to know for this one? No. So I'm just going to close this out. That's Weverse for you in a nutshell. I'm going to move on. So I I don't think I ever put Weply in my shopping folder. So let me go down here. I'm sorry. It's a mess down here. That's why I can't take it. That's why I need my folders. Okay, so if you look alphabetical, it's Weply. So let's open up Weply. It's booting. Give it a minute. Okay. Wow. What? That raffle thing is relatively new. What's this? Raffle status. Check status. Oh, raffle ended. Okay. Well, anyway. Oh, this is... I'll come back to this. Let me go back to the shop. So, if you look at the bottom, again, it's kind of formatted the same as Weverse. So the bottom of your screen has that little black bar, and on the left, it's highlighted the shop that looks like a little house. And then next to it is the cart. You can see what's in my cart. I don't care if you see that. Obviously, I've got the BTS World soundtrack sitting there. 15 bucks. No, 14 and 1 penny. I'm with it. BTS Uno, exclusive to the app. No can find in stores. All right, I'm going to go back to the shop, though. So in the shop, up at the top is all the highlighted stuff. The memories are out. Notes in Spanish. Okay, there's the official ARMY fan club. You can join that anytime. As you saw when we were over in the Weverse app, you can open that anytime, apply. It will literally walk you through step by step how to apply, how to pay, all that. Now, when you do sign up for your... if you decide to sign up for the fan club, you have to pay for that separate from anything else you order from the shop. Like you can't combine, like let's say I wanted to buy that and the Uno deck, it would not let me do it. But I already did it. It's only 30 bucks. You're supposed to get a membership kit. The membership kits were not being sent out, at least being started to be sent out until July 25th. Given the number of international fans that I believe have signed up for this, I think it's going to be a long time waiting, honestly, because only the Korea Army was able to get a lot of this, or even the Japanese Army was able to get a lot of this stuff the first few years. Now it's opened internationally. I don't know if they're having problems with stock. It is now mid-August. I still have not received my welcome kit, but you are supposed to get a welcome kit. All right. I'm going to go out of that. Let's just scroll down. So in the shop, you'll see it says shop and then it says book, which is highlighted in blue because in Weply it's blue, Weverse is green. These are the different books that are coming out. All right. So I selected books. Oh, there's only 4. That's okay. I'm going to go back. Scroll on over to DVDs. You'll see Memories of 2018, which is what they just released a bunch of photos from, a bunch of stills, where people were going absolutely bug nuts over Namjoon, looking very thoughtful. So let's see. So you could get a bunch of stuff. It looks like the DVDs have actually been restocked, but the Love Yourself New York Blu-ray is sold out. Let me click that, see more. All right, because I was at Love Yourself New Jersey. So here's my thing. As you're looking, you'll see a lot of stuff is sold out. This has been my problem with Weply from literally the first day. A lot of what they have is official. It's cheaper than trying to order it from somewhere like Amazon or a third-party seller. However, they don't keep it in stock. It's like, I don't even know what they're doing as far as that. And as far as my review of that, that is probably my largest complaint, is they don't have things in stock that I might want to get. Because I don't want to pay. When I went to KCON, they had the BTS World... I think it was the soundtrack. And it was like 80 bucks. And I said, no, that's not going to happen. All right, I'm going to skip over membership, hop over to BT21. Everybody's favorite characters. And again, look at that. Passport cases sold out. Okay. Even notebooks. Goodness, they're all sold out. Let me scroll down and just see what other goodies you can find. I really like these plushies. These are summer plushies. These are cute. Oh, Koya's sold out. Sad. Okay. Oh, I didn't even know they had wallets. Those are relatively new. The wallets are kind of new. Oh, look at the neck pillows. The neck pillows are new. Guys, Christmas. It's August. This is the 8th month. You've only got 3.5 months to shop. So if you love me, I'll take the Mang. Okay, I'm going to move on. So you can see it's got all kinds of BT21 merch. Looks like, now that the guys are on vacation, it looks like they're starting to restock stuff. So I'm happy about that, because if you had looked a week ago, it was all sold out. All right, MD. Oh, these are muscle. Oof. These are for muster. And one is from Seoul, one is from Busan. Stamps, badges, tons of stuff that's sold out. So these were official merch from those concerts. Okay, I'm going to go to albums. You'll see it's got all the albums. All of them. They are all available here. All the way back to Too Cool for School. All right, and then if you click Mattel, obviously you've got Uno. It's in my thing. And the dolls. Now the dolls are $24 here. I know some of our infamous big box stores have them for just a few dollars cheaper. Around, like, I would say $19.99, $20. These ones are closer to $25. If you can find it cheaper, get it somewhere else. Like, I think the infamous Mart of Walls. Americans, you know what I'm talking about. They had them for $20 about 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, something like that. All right, now, I'm going to go over to Collab. And it's mostly VT stuff. And it's the, I can't pronounce French, the L'Atelier des Subtils Eau de Poudre. I can't say French. I learned Spanish, thank you. Okay, so each of the guys supposedly designed one of these. But they are all sold out. I cannot find even somewhere to smell them, let alone purchase them. And I'm sorry, I'm not buying all 7 perfumes, okay? It's not going to happen, ever. That's literally $350 just for a bottle of perfume. Well, for 7 bottles of perfume. No, I'd rather go Bath and Body Works or get a dupe. Guys, I love you. I don't love you that much. I'm a teacher. We don't make that kind of money. Okay, moving on. I'm going to click that BTS thing, and it looks like they also sell TXT merch. So let's see if there's anything in there. Just some general merchandise. I'm not familiar with the members. I'm familiar with their songs. Like, I'm familiar with the album. I don't know who the members are yet. Oh well. But, so let me divert your attention back down to the bottom of the screen. Again, go to the person where it says my, meaning my account. You'll see, this is, I have 2 complete orders. Neither is in transit, neither has been delivered. Something's on back order. They have not told me. I think part of this issue I have with Weply is they're not communicating with me, and it's irritating. I'm used to Amazon and all the other online delivery stores. They'll be like, oh, hey, they'll send you a little email, even if it's a generated email. We have this on back order. It will be there as soon as possible. Estimated time, 3 to 6 weeks or whatever. Okay, so clearly my stuff has not been delivered. All right. Yeah, so you'll see. I'm going to have to blur some of that out. You'll see everything. Now, if I go again down to the bottom where it says more, I'm going to go back to BTS's shop. Okay. You will see customer care support, announcements, events. I wonder if there's an announcement about the, let's see, scheduled maintenance, the notes. No, there's nothing about, I just figured while I was here, I would just go and see if there's any announcements about when the kits would be delivered, but there's nothing. Okay, so that's just your announcements. Now, when you go to your account, unfortunately, you can put cash on here and just have it sitting in your account. That's what that My Cash is. I don't do that. I don't know what My NX is. I don't use that. I'm not even familiar with what it might be. But I will tell you, if you have a credit card based from Korea, you can order directly with your credit card. Unfortunately, the rest of the world, we have to use a third-party payment provider. I had to use PayPal. So if you are in the US or Canada, someplace that uses PayPal primarily as a trusted source, I would suggest you, if you don't have a PayPal, sign up for one, especially if you want to order some of this really great merch that you're going to find here. So that being said, if you look next to my name, it says Jenny Lynn H. I don't mind if you see my email. It's pretty much everywhere. It'll say my info on the right side of the screen. Now, I'm not going to click it. I don't want you guys having my address, but that's where you're going to fill in your mailing address, your billing address, all your billing info. That's where it is, okay? So just be aware that that's where that is. Again, I'm not clicking it because of my own security. All right. So that is literally Weply and Weverse in a nutshell. And I think this video has gone on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I have. Sorry, I just put down the phone. I've had a blast doing this. This is actually my third time recording. The first time I was on vacation and I didn't know that there was an app that I could record, that I could screen cap off of. Not to that extent. So that's pretty awesome. So that makes me very happy that I can now sync this up. I also tried to make one a week ago, which I was originally going to post. But I wanted you guys to see my facial reactions as well as the screen. So that's why I'm re-recording, and I'm going to sync this whole thing up together. And hopefully you guys learned something. I know that a lot of people that I'd seen online, especially on Twitter, especially as older armies, a lot of us, and I'm going to include myself, a lot of us were having issues trying to navigate the website. So one thing I want to say, I'm going to stop this here. You don't need the screen cap for this. Okay, so one of the biggest things I noticed for us older armies, I'm sure there are some younger armies that are having trouble. The layout is very, what's the best term to describe it? IKEA-like, Spartan, if you will. So and the colors. So it's all white, and I think that bright green in Weverse is actually it's not the best color. It's very harsh on the eyes. Weply is not as bad, but that bright white background with that blue screen, I think, is what's causing a lot of issues. I think that it's not as navigable as it could be on both ends at Weverse and Weply. I think the biggest issue that I have personally, just me, my biggest issue with Weverse in general is the extensive needing to use hashtags. You can't friend people, which is weird because I've been on some form of social media for a little over a decade now. No, more than that. Because before Facebook, there was MySpace. Okay? So the website versions have always tried to make their apps compatible to cell phones by creating an app that looked similar to the website. Easily navigable menus and things like that. But I don't feel Weverse is doing that. I think they might want to consider making it a little bit more old people friendly. Even, I think there's, I I think there's a lot of people that have issues using it, like with the posts. Like, how do you know what the trending hashtags are? There are no trending hashtags. You really have to kind of go into that discover thing and see like what everything is. I think that's kind of one of my biggest issues. As far as sending messages to the members, I think that could be done a little differently. Like, we need to find a way to use the @ instead. Like, so, because, for example, so Hobie has how many different nicknames? J-Hope, Hobie, or Hosuk, depending on what the person using it feels like. So how many times are you going to write _, whoever, _ J-Hope, _ Hobie, _ Hosuk? That's 3 different hashtags. Why can't we just @ the person? You know, yeah, they'll get a bunch of messages. Sorry, what the hell? Yeah, they'll get a bunch of messages, but it's on their app. So they can choose to ignore it even the same way they can ignore a hashtag. I think that might be easier. I think one of the cooler things would be if we could find a way that if there's somebody that we were having a conversation with, let's say in a comment thread, like, first off, I would like to see comment threads, just like on Twitter or Instagram, that reply area, or on Facebook also has the reply option. It would be nice to be able to reply to just that one person's comment and not all 20,000 comments. We need to work on that. As for the 20,000 comments, y'all need more server space. You do. Like, this is something you need to work on, is server farms. Okay, I understand. Weverse and Weply are in their infancy. I understand they're going to continue growing, but please look into a server farm. Like, you can't cap likes at 20,000 and think you're going to keep the international army happy. There are literally hundreds of millions of us. Okay? Out of 8 billion people in the world, we are in the millions. So, please update that. As for the stories, like, that they can put up, I like that. I think it's cute. It's a nice little function, and I really do like that we can download the pictures so that we can share it, or we can keep it on our phone and use it as our background. I really, really like that option. So please don't lose that. That download is great. I like that we're actually allowed to screen cap from this particular app, which we can't do on BTS World. And there's so many cute pictures on BTS World, you guys. Anyway, let me move on from that. Okay, so hopefully you have found this not only educational, interesting. If you have any comments, drop them below. Please remember to subscribe. Click that notification bell, okay? And check me out on Instagram at JennyLynn80, on Twitter at JennyLynn80, and as well as our Original Fan Divas. So on Instagram, we are Original Fan Divas, all one word. And on Twitter, you can find us at Divas Original, okay? Let's say this summer has been a hiatus, okay? Nicole went on 3 different vacations. I had 2 weeks, and I still am working full-time all day. So, again, this is fun for me. This is my downtime. This is my fun time. I'm weird, okay? Hopefully, come the fall, we'll get back into our schedule. Summer's not really the best time to do stuff. It's not like when we were kids. Anyway, again, I hope you liked it. And I will see you in the next video, which I'll probably edit after this one. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.